Local pawn store just bought all these thinking they were real. It turned out they were fake. So we're going to go ahead and do a couple tests on them. They're a bunch of silver bars. So we're going to test these things, see if they were tested. I'm guessing they weren't tested when the pawn shop bought them. Oh, but they do look like they could be real, right? Like they have that tarnish on there. Okay. Wow, these are crazy. So these are not from APMEX, guys. These are counterfeits. They come from overseas, or I don't know where these actually came from, but I've seen similar bars like this come from overseas. They definitely do not come from APMEX, man. But they do look convincing. So here's some Northwest Territorial mints. These are also fake. Anything that has this kind of tarnish on it is, it makes them look a lot more real. Right, so you can see that silver plating can definitely tarnish. I can tell just by like the thickness in my hand that they feel a little too thick. But we're gonna do some other tests here in a second also. Well, good thing for Armand, right? Someone could have bought these things by mistake. Then there could have been a bigger deal than this. Yeah, so here's some in the cases. Okay. So we're gonna do just the basic test, right? Weight dimensions, magnet ping. Let's see what happens. Man, that's a lot of fake silver. Okay. Looks like a bunch of Northwest Territory mint stuff. Yeah, let's just go through the basic test. First one, magnet. Nothing jumping off the table, that's good. I do feel a little resistance, maybe copper. Or maybe like a heavy copper brass, something like that. Cool. Let's get the scale. So these things are supposed to weigh 1 troy ounce. See how much it comes in at. Ooh, light. So I'm guessing these things weren't tested at all. So most stores, even pawn shops, will at least weigh them. Man. See, I don't know how much they paid for these originally to buy from the buyer. That one has some really cool toning on it. And it's close to the right weight. It's a little heavy for a 1 ounce bar. But I mean, that looks like real toning, right? So that is real toning on a silver plated item. So you want to be careful where you're buying these things from. That's the wrong 999 we're looking for. So not everybody tests, obviously, right? So imagine you walk into a pawn shop, you see these things in there, and you think, hey man, they got a good deal on them, and you pick them up, and you get them home, and you weigh them, and you know, they're underweight. So on a real silver bar, it's gonna slide slow. Here, it's gonna slide a little bit faster. So this is probably brass. Let's try one of the other ones. These are all... Okay, so this one actually has maybe something underneath the plating. So I've read that nickel... And I've actually heard from somebody also that nickel is a base metal or something that they put in with the plating process to help the silver stick to the metal underneath, and it's magnetic. So I'm guessing there's maybe some nickel in here. I'm not 100% sure, but this is definitely fake. That's not how silver works. Let me grab a real silver bar. I actually have one maybe right here. I have one right here from the GAW before. So here's a real one. See how it's nice and smooth, sliding slow? I caught the edge of the rim down there. Nice and smooth, sliding slow. That's what you want to see when you're sliding on silver. Yeah, here is another one of the fake ones again. This is the one that's stuck. And then this is the one that slid too fast. So too fast, and then just right. So here's the real one here just for comparison in my left hand, and then here's the fake one here in my right hand. I'm just looking at them. You can see the APMEX is a little bit smaller on the fake one. So if you have a real one to compare with, you should be able to catch that. But even so, something like on a non-mint product, this could be something that just changes over time from one to the other. So the visual is a good thing to do if you know what you're looking for. But adding in these other tests are going to be able to help catch these fake metals easier than just your eyes. But of course, vision is probably the first best test for sure. Here's another one, toned a little bit more like the real one here. That's crazy. Okay, let's ping it. So we've got the real one. Sounds awesome. And we got the fake one. Cool. And the real one. And the fake one. Sounds good, but it doesn't sound like silver. You gotta know what you're buying or know your dealer. If you know your dealer, you can always take the stuff back and say everything I just bought was fake. So be careful when you're buying out there. Weight dimensions, magnet pink minimum.